What's up, fight fans? It's your favorite unbiased fight channel, back with another hot take in the exciting world of combat sports. This weekend, the UFC is putting on what they're calling a super fight between former light heavyweight king Jon Jones and former heavyweight champ Stipe Miocic. I know a lot of you are hyped for this matchup. Two legends going at it, fighting for heavyweight supremacy. But let me tell you, this isn't the fight I want to see. In fact, it's not even close to the fight I think we need. But before we get to the good stuff, I need a quick favor. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more honest analysis of the fight business. Your support goes a long way. Now, let's dive into why Jon Jones is running scared from the future of the heavyweight division. Look, I've got a ton of respect for Jones and Miocic. For one, Stipe's a Cleveland legend, one of the best heavyweights of all time. And Jon frickin' Jones, well, he's arguably the GOAT. But the real fight we need to see is Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. That's the matchup that's going to have everyone glued to their screens and the MMA world buzzing for weeks. Think about it. You've got the undisputed GOAT of the light heavyweight division, a guy who's cleaned out an entire weight class, taking on the future of the heavyweight division. Aspinall's undefeated, he's got that devastating knockout power, and his wrestling credentials are off the charts. This is a young, hungry lion ready to take the throne from the old king. But instead, we're stuck with Jones versus Miocic. Now don't get me wrong, Stipe's a warrior, no doubt about it. But against a guy like Jones, it's just not going to be pretty. Let me break it down for you. Stipe's been through war after war in that heavyweight gauntlet. He's had epic battles with DC, Ngannou, and countless other killers. And at the end of the day, all those wars have taken a toll. He's well past his prime, and not the same fighter he was 5 or even 3 years ago. This fight's not going to be competitive, it's not going to be the war we all want to see, and it's going to be a dominant performance by Jones. And to be honest, it's just not that interesting of a matchup. But Jones versus Aspinall, now that's a proper fight. But see, that's the thing. I think Jones knows Aspinall's the real threat here. He knows this kid's got the potential to dethrone him. So what's Jones doing? He's trying to take the easier fight, the one where he can just coast to a victory and pad his legacy a little bit more. It's a smart business move, no doubt. But is it the fight for heavyweight legacy? Hell no. You could be thinking, Jones is the GOAT. He's going to steamroll Aspinall just like he's done to everyone else. But if Jones was really serious about cementing himself as one of the greatest fighters of all time, he knows he needs to stop ducking Aspinall. Though when you start to look at it technically, you begin to understand why Jones is playing chicken. For one, Aspinall's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so if Jones tries to take this to the ground, he's going to be in for a rude awakening. His submission game is also not a joke, and he's shown the ability to threaten even the best grapplers in the sport. And what about on the feet? Good luck trying to outstrike Aspinall. This dude's got pinpoint accuracy, that one-punch knockout power, and he's constantly improving his technique. Jones is going to have his hands full trying to deal with Aspinall's striking, his movement, and his ability to mix it up. When this fight happens, it's going to be an absolute war from start to finish. And you know what? I think Aspinall pulls it off. I think the young lion takes out the old king, hands Jones his first legitimate loss, and announces himself as the new face of the heavyweight division. It's going to be a classic changing of the guard, and have the MMA world talking for months. Listen, I get it. Jones versus Miocic looks like a good fight on paper. Two all-time greats going at it for heavyweight supremacy That's the kind of matchup the casual fans are going to get hyped about. But for the real MMA diehards, the ones who really know the sport, Jones versus Aspinall is the fight we need to see. So while the UFC is busy trying to serve us up a nice, safe matchup between two aging heavyweights, the real action is at the top of the division. Aspinall's the future, and you better believe he's going to shock the world when he hands Jones his first legitimate loss. Let's stop wasting time with Jones versus Miocic and make the fight that matters happen. It's the matchup that's going to have everyone on the edge of their seats and the one that's going to determine the future of the heavyweight division. All right, folks, there you have it. The fight we need to see is Jones versus Aspinall, no doubt about it. But you know what else we need? We need fighters who are ready to step up and face any challenge, to stare down life's adversities head-on. And that's exactly what our Baptism by Fire training program is all about. In just 30 days, we'll transform you into a true warrior with the boxing skills, the stamina, and the unshakable mindset to handle anything that comes your way. Whether you're a beginner who's been toying around with the idea of boxing, or a regular gym rat looking to take your skills to the next level, this program is your ticket to becoming the type of person that can handle themselves properly in the event of a confrontation. No excuses, no holding back, just pure, unadulterated training. So if you're tired of having to constantly take crap from people, if you want to be able to defend yourself without immediately bursting into tears, do yourself a favor and sign up. Your future self will thank you. But fair warning, this program isn't for the faint of heart. But if you think you can handle it, we're waiting to see what you've got. Until then, keep your hands up, chin down, train hard, and see you in the next video.